I know many of you are fully aware that we are being programmed. It's no two ways about it. This is 2024. So much information is being released. The intelligence levels of humanity, especially Americans, is so clear on what's going on behind the curtain. It's no excuses not to know that so many forces work so hard 25 hours a day, 8 days a week to program us even when we're asleep. There's no excuse. I look to dive in a little bit on this one. Please, I ask you, if you find anything on my stations of value, hit that subscribe button. I love you. And if you watched me before, you know I love you. This is Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith. And today, I want to talk about the programming, especially for Americans, that is being administered from us every day, administered on us. See, what only a certain percentage of us know, low percentage. I mean, probably not even in the teens. I believe that not even 10% of Americans are aware of what I'm about to say in this video. I want to say that there are teams, scratch that. I want to say this, throw that away, the teams, because that's quite evident. I want to say that it is scientists that study and write the script for how humanity is going to be guided. I'm going to let that sink in. Because it gets deep. It gets deep. And even, I guess not to prove it, but to give some extra fertilizer, the scientists are the reason the Nation of Islam was birthed. Straight up. See, the elite, the ones that behind it all, they have some very intelligent scientists. I ain't gonna get out to the numbers of them. It's supposed to be a certain amount of them are major ones and then minor ones. I'm talking about the scientists. And these scientists have facilitators, program managers, that they send the orders through them, and then they branch out to the thousands and hundreds of thousands of other spider web connections that's used to guide humanity psychologically, spiritually, the way that it's written from the past. You see, what's happening today, how it's scripted for us to be programmed and learn and then move into the next stages, has already been written maybe 30 years ago. Y'all don't believe me. And the powers that stem from the scientists, they look for talented musicians and they find them and they mold their spirit to take on this type of persona so that they can capture your soul and guide you to do what the music, the sounds, the bass, the frequency, the tone of their voice, can they Pied Piper your soul to get you to do the acts that they guide you to? You need an example? A lot of you probably think that I mentioned Tupac or maybe Biggie or maybe Spice One or Top Authority. But no, let's talk about the ladies. I need not go further than they great representatives. As I respected those men I just mentioned, I tip my hat to the efforts of our queen, Queen B. Beyonce, better known as Sasha Fierce. When she was in the transition to Sasha Fierce, she was able to grab the spirit of so many women that were extremely beautiful, women that were just a little bit beautiful. The whole, any woman that felt as though her beauty can give her leverage. Beyonce leveraged the situation, just like Tupac, just like gangster rap influenced so many men. She gotta, ladies, leave your mans at home. Come on out to the club. These dudes' pockets full grown. I don't need to go no further. I think many of you know, but it's some of y'all don't know. Y'all don't. Because I might be talking to 10-year-olds. And that's why I'm going to watch my language, because they need to see this. They need to understand the type of programming from so many angles that's happening to us, literally. From the movies, where the most of everything is meant to guide you in a direction to be used. Yeah, some little bits of truth there, but hell, what is 2 pennies in the midst of $10 of coins? How you can't, no, it's just 2 dimes. How you gonna find, you got $200 worth of coins, but it's 2 truths in there. There's just 2 little dimes. So you swimming around that's what trying to find the truth is today, in today's date of time. Movies where they have, it's just an example, where they have set in the minds of women in general, to be fearful of the black man. I think we got enough of those movies, man. Tyler Perry done made a whole truckload full of those movies. With all them bad guys he got in all them movies. Whoa. It's like, I still feel it today. I'm walking, or I'm on the street, and it's kind of secluded. It might be some bushes, and people, ladies, Caucasian ladies, black ladies want to get away from me because I got some size on me. I'm not an average dude. I'm built like an NFL running back. I'm wide, thick. I'm 5'9"3/4, and I'm like 216, 218, but I ain't got no stomach. I ain't trying to pat myself on the back, but I'm built, and I know with how they've been guiding us to be fearful of black men, that sometimes this makes women feel away. We got it by the news, where they drill certain initiatives, certain thoughts down our neck, and we wonder why. It's for no reason we all of a sudden hate Donald Trump. Oh, he don't like black people. Like, how does the media make us think this, and why? Because he's going to benefit to the majority of black people. So they making bad seem good or ugly seem pretty. That's what they do. All in the 80s and 90s, all black people loved Donald Trump. We loved him. He was kissing black babies all through that time. Rappers had him in the video. He even became president. We still sitting down with him. He's willing to sit down and make deals and do things for black people. And then he passed. Listen, somehow the media got in people's mind. He hate black people and he hate women and he KKK. And I seen all the opposite from him, literally. Like, it's like, I don't know, but people, even in my community, they still believe it. Because I get it's because of that worship DNA we have, that worship gene. Look, Google it. Google, do humans have a worship gene? Like, seriously. But I'm talking that other level stuff. Let me bring it back down, because that's the next level of understanding the programming that is. Yeah. That's going to dispel a lot of other myths we have, like that one about Santa Claus. But anyway, social media is doing the greatest deeds to program us, right? It's so great where we are learning how to live our lives in totality through the programming that is. It's getting so digitized, the way in which we get downloads to live our life. We like some pleasure seekers. Literally, it's as though we like Night of the Living Dead. Clothes, get money, get sex, get high. Oh, I want to taste something good. I just want some pleasure. I want to feel good. I got to get money. I got to buy this. It's like, this is the only objective to our lives at this point. And whether anyone knows it or not, we enter in the next stage of development where these people are already saying and disclosing it. Google it. We are going to own nothing and be happy. Google that. You can Google that, and then you can Google that and study. This is a couple things I'm going to study, because it was already done throughout history a few times. And I ain't talking about in the 50s and 60s. It's already the people that's behind the scenes, behind the curtain. They have been in leadership and under administration of things for a long time. And they done tried these methods before. And they're going to come back, because they say with technology and the understanding of how to properly program, manage humanity, this time they could do it more effectively. We will own nothing and be happy. The programming will be thick. Instructions will come from technology. You don't believe me? You know, a whole lot of y'all is getting directions on what to do, how to do what, through your cell phones, through technology. And I ain't just talking about social media like, oh, that's cool. You know, a lot of you getting actual directions like Eagle Eye. Don't even know who it's coming from. Anyway, history. Study history. Study the Soviet Union, USSR, Russia. Study all that. How did they live before then when it switched? They were happy and owned nothing. It been like that a few times throughout history. That's the last time. It's coming back now. We're gonna own nothing and be happy. I'm telling you. I mean, I see this thing. We are so deep into programming that now our friends and family program us. How do we break it? When do we break it? We unconsciously program each other. How do we break it? The call to action is to sacrifice a lot of these things that we enjoy. that are fruitless. We have money. We have to have the discipline to sacrifice, save, and utilize, reallocate these saved funds because of the sacrifice, because of the discipline, and use these funds to go after ventures with our friends and families and community members that substantiate our lives, that substantiate to building a foundation to our communities, to the future that we pray God to help us assist. Because if we don't, who will? If we don't have discipline over our lives at this point, who will? Foundation for Elevation Station. It's just that simple. I wish you well. I love you. And I'll be back soon. Love.